in overtime with the walk-off. 46 yards!
Great job, Shannon.
Good for him, right?
Awesome.
Good for him,
That's awesome.
good for them, all the rest of that stuff. But let's dive into this game in as many ways as we can. It was ridiculously entertaining. But, Rex, if we're looking at the Dallas Cowboys, who traded away Micah Parsons 2 weeks ago and then allowed that to happen to their defense, what do we say?
Yeah, no, I mean, it was abysmal. Like, I'm sorry, but Russell Wilson, he was cooked, at least week one.
Yep.
Seemed like it. He comes out, throws for 450 yards. Like, this is ridiculous. But they couldn't play any zone coverage whatsoever. Like, protect the deep ball for crying out loud. Do something. You have zero pass rush. The guys are so open. I can make throws against that dang defense. So, to me, Dallas has got, I mean, they can't play defense. And Matt Eberflus or whatever. Dude, this just in. Malik Neighbors pretty damn good. Maybe we should at least have somebody, challenge him at the line of scrimmage and play somebody over top of instead of just letting them free release and run through our damn defense. You can't play zone. You can't play anything.
Two defenses here. First of all, the Cowboys didn't need Micah Parsons, and they felt like the team was going to be better without him, better chance to win the Super Bowl, but I don't know too many teams are going to win a Super Bowl allowing 37 to the Giants at home. Now Matt Eberflus takes that defense to Chicago to play his former team and Caleb Williams on Sunday. And the New York Giants, weren't they supposed to have this great defense with all these pass rushers?
Oh, my God. They stink, too.
Well, two defenses with a lot of flaws right now.
Really weird game in a variety of ways. How about on the other side of it? I mean, Russell Wilson, Shefty telling us in the morning, Russell with the Giants' plan is to leave him out there. Should that be their plan? At this point, I mean, he obviously, despite the terrible interception at the end, you're leaving him out there on the field, right?
Absolutely. He's definitely bought himself a runway. There's no question. When you're able to souffle that Dallas Cowboys defense,
I like that.
You like that, right? Yeah. And like, Malik Neighbors is a star.
Yeah.
Him and Wan'Dale Robinson were absolutely cooking the Dallas Cowboys defense. But listen, Russ was doing everything right. That one interception.
Right.
Was huge, was absolutely huge in this game.
Yeah, and that's the first interception this Cowboys defense forced in the past 2 weeks, and that's not really forced.
Even forced, yes.
Yeah,
It's a
even
relative
forced.
term. Yeah, his play.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, without Micah, what they're seeing now, they're seeing maybe their secondary isn't that good because he was making them even better. So that's exposing other problems.
A lot of those guys were jumping routes, knowing that the quarterback, didn't have time because Micah was applying all that pressure. Now we're starting to see the truth.
That's why you always take a great pass rusher over a great corner any day of the week. A corner can play one guy. A pass rusher affects every single pass. And that's why, of course, I said it's the dumbest trade in the NFL history. I'll still stand by.
By the way, while we've been sitting here having this conversation, there were 3 more accepted penalties in that game. There were 26 accepted penalties in that game yesterday. 14 from the Giants, 12 from the Cowboys. Not the most watchable, but it turns out to be the most entertaining game of the day. And a quick final word again on Brandon Aubrey. Shefty loves kickers. That guy is ridiculous.
Well, we've seen some incredible kicking performances, and he's become such a weapon now that you almost have to account for him, knowing that once you get across midfield, this guy's going to make it. He became the first kicker ever to send the game to overtime on the last play from 64 yards, then win it on the final play in overtime. He is unbelievable, and he makes it look, to your point, so effortless.
Yeah, I haven't heard of a defense altering their plan because of a kicker. And this would be very, very new because you're not, so you play a certain way in a 2-minute situation, but you're not going to play more aggressive. If you play more aggressive because of the kicker and you're on the logo, then you can hit it deep. This guy is, if he creeps into the minds of how you play defense, that's how valuable this guy is.
The fact they willingly settled for a 64-yarder at the end of regular. They weren't trying to gain more.
Fangio never blitzes.
Right.
All right? And it just tells you right there, who's he respect? He's got no weapons. He's got no weapons. So it's the pass protection certainly, but he's got no weapons to throw to. And so until that Rashee Rice gets off a suspension, that's the way you can anticipate preparing defenses going after Patrick Mahomes. And Until you get some type of weapons, man, this ain't the same team.
Rashee Rice suspended. Xavier Worthy still injured. We'll ask Shefty in a second when he might be back, maybe as soon as this week against the Giants. But for the moment, that leads you, D. Wood, to say what about Kansas City?
Nobody's scared of anybody over there. You talk about Vic Fangio, and the reason why he blitzed a third of the time is like, you look around, who's the guy that can hurt me? Nobody can hurt me for the Kansas City Chiefs on defense. You got, a diminished Travis Kelce. Obviously, you saw the huge drop that led to the interception. They don't really have anybody outside that you have the game plan against. It's really about number 15. Number 15 pulling the rabbit out of the hat, doing spectacular things that we've been accustomed to him seeing. But if you don't have that, the Kansas City Chiefs have nothing on offense that threatens any of these teams out here.
This is something you just can't come back from right here. I mean, the Travis Kelce drop was huge. I mean, this is after a 13-play drive. It's 90 degrees out there. They're wearing down the Eagle defense, and then all of a sudden, Makuba gets the play.
But you know what? That you talk about a 13-play drive. That's what we've been talking about with the Kansas City Chiefs, the problem, because it is so hard to make these drives in the National Football League without any explosive plays. Okay, and then you go. That's right. You don't have time to protect, and then obviously you cap off a 13-play drive with a crushing interception on the goal line.
We also said all week long, will the Chiefs get their running game going? It's the second consecutive week in which Mahomes is their leading rusher. Everything does not look right here. Shefty, your biggest takeaway from this day?
The biggest thing here to me is that this game was lost in March. This game was lost when the NFL owners refused to ban the tush-push from happening. It wasn't lost yesterday. It was lost in March. And there might be a lot of games that the Eagles play that are lost in March because this play is unstoppable. It not only does the defense not know how to handle it, but even the officials don't even know how to handle it. You're seeing the Eagles linemen jump off sides every play, and nothing's called.
It's a false start.
So the officials have no idea. Defenses have no idea, and the Eagles get to do whatever they want on every single play in the tush-push. And again, I know people hate it, but they have mastered it. They have dominated the line of scrimmage.
The Chiefs are up for the challenge. You see them right there. I mean, you see the plan to stop them up front, but you can't when it's a false start. I mean, we're all looking at the ball, and all of a sudden you got two guards coming at you. Just officiate it properly. That's all. I mean, we as defenders, we love the challenge. We'll try to stop it. We can get it stopped in critical situations. But right there, two players false starting. I mean, that should be 5 yards, and they should be back on the 5 yard. Look, you can see it from the top. That is a false start. Officiate it properly.
They don't
on
know how to officiate it. They don't know how to stop it. Nobody knows what to do about it. And that is one of the main reasons that the Eagles can't be stopped and that they're 2-0 today.
So they miss it the first time on the play on the goal line, Rex. Brady comes out of the commercial and immediately shows you that it was that. I'm asking you as a head coach. That word is relayed to you at some point, right? So does Andy Reid not say to the refs, hey, the next time they do this, be watching for the false start? Because they do it again on the next sequence, and it's not called again.
Yeah, it almost looks like it's being taught. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
So quite honestly, yeah, every coach in the league is going to say, look, we got to get this officiated correctly, 100%. And yeah, don't kid yourself. I think it's